can't believe it. Thank you. We could never have...
So what you said was true.
Ah, shit. Well, I'm never becoming a Grey Knight now. Alright, Grey Warden.
An initiate conspiring with a blood mage. I'm disappointed, Lily. She seems shocked, but fully in control of her own mind. Not a thrall of the blood mage, then. You were right, Irving. The initiate has betrayed us. The Chantry will not let this go unpunished. And this one. Newly a mage and already flouting the rules of the Circle.
I'm disappointed in you. You could have told me what you knew of this plan, and you didn't.
You don't care for the mages. You just bow to the Chantry's every whim.
Enough! As Knight Commander of the Templars here assembled, I sentence this blood mage to death. And this initiate has scorned the Chantry and her vows. Take her to Aenar.
So what are they gonna do to her? Fucking chain her up for the rest of her life?
The mage's prison. No. Please, no. Not there.
No! I won't let you touch her!
This motherfucker is a blood mage. You lied to me.
I didn't say anything.
I know, I'm just saying him.
Don't look at me. He lied to you.
Yeah.
By the Maker. Blood magic. How could you? You said you never...
Blood magic is powerful.
I dabbled. I thought it would make me a better mage.
Blood magic is evil, Jowan. It corrupts people. Changes them.
I'm going to give it up. All magic. I just want to be with you, Lily. Please come with me.
I trusted you. I was ready to sacrifice everything for you. I don't know who you are, Blood Mage. Stay away from me.
Damn. Oh.
Are you all right? Where's Gregor?
I knew it. Blood magic. To overcome so many. I never thought him capable of such power.
None of us expected this. Are you all right, Gregor?
As good as can be expected given the circumstances. If you had let me act...
Can the music come down for a minute?
Now we have a blood mage on the loose and no way to track him down. Where is the girl?
I am here, sir.
You helped a blood mage. Look at all he's hurt.
You've been a friend, but you needn't defend me any longer. Knight Commander, I was wrong. I was accomplice to a blood mage. I will accept whatever punishment you see fit. Even Aenar.
Get her out of my sight. And you. You know why the repository exists. Some artifacts, some magics are locked away for a reason.
Did you take anything important from the repository? And what about that staff? 2 years ago? I'll be taking that back now, if you don't mind.
But your antics have made a mockery of this.
Not persuasive enough.
What are we to do with you?
There's skills related to those. They work best when you're a rogue, typically. But there is ways to just control others with magic
you think this
as well.
excuses you? You helped a blood mage escape. All our prevention measures for naught because of you.
Knight Commander, if I may, I'm not only looking for mages to join the King's army, I'm also recruiting for the Grey Wardens. Irving spoke highly of this mage, and I would like him to join the Warden ranks.
Duncan, this mage has assisted a Malefica and shown no lack of regard for the Circle's rules.
He is a danger.
The game's like, but we still need to be a Grey Warden, so let's just go ahead and...
I stand by my decision. I will recruit this mage.
No! I refuse to let this go unpunished!
Rhaegar, mages are needed. This mage is needed. Worse things plague this world than blood mages. You know that. I take this young mage under my wing and bear all responsibility.
Every tutorial is essentially the story that brings you to becoming a Grey Warden.
But is rewarded by becoming a Grey Warden. Are our rules...
I wouldn't call that a reward.
Have we lost all authority over our mages?
Some of the other ones don't talk about it as a reward either.
Enough.
Some of them it's like, oh my god, I'm ruining my entire life. And some of them you just don't even get a choice. You're like, if I don't, I'm gonna die.
You are luckier than you know.
No.
Come. Your new life awaits.
As a mage, you are pretty lucky to become a Grey Warden because you get to leave the tower.
Yeah.
You actually get to go live a life. A shorter life, and one filled with fighting,
Wait.
but you do get to live a life.
Even the first artificer has to stay in the tower?
For the most part, even the higher up ones will spend most of their lives in that
Oh
tower.
my god, fuck that.
From invading the northern lowlands.
They can
It's
leave,
fitting we make our stand here,
but they
even if
can't
we face a
typically
different
leave
foe
alone.
in that forest. The king's forces
Ferelden
have
or-
passed
and
the
Orlais
Darkspawn
hate
several
mages.
times, but here is where the bulk of the horde will show itself. There are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment, but all of us are here. This blight must be stopped, here and now. If it spreads to the north,
Why am I still glowing?
Ferelden will fall.
Ho there, Duncan.
King Kalen, I didn't expect
A royal welcome? I was beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun.
Not if I could help it, Your Majesty.
Then I'll have the mighty Duncan at
Who's
my
he the
side
king
in
of
battle
again?
after all.
Ferelden.
Glorious.
Okay.
The whole country.
The
Okay.
other wardens told me you'd found
He's
a
kinda young
promising
for a king.
recruit. I take it this is he?
Allow me to introduce you, Your Majesty.
There's no need to be so formal, Duncan. We'll be shedding blood together after all. Ho there, friend. Might I know your name? Pleased to meet you. The Grey Wardens are desperate to bolster their numbers, and I, for one, am glad to help them. I understand you hail from the Circle of Magi. I trust you have some spells to help us in the coming battle.
Yeah, blood magic. I mean,
Your abilities are still above those of other men. That the Grey Wardens have recruited you says much. Allow me to be the first to welcome you to Ostagar. The Wardens will benefit greatly with you in their ranks. I'm sorry to cut this short, but I should return to my tent. Loghain waits eagerly to board.
I've literally heard this dialogue
Your
so
uncle
much.
sends his greetings and
Because it
reminds
doesn't
you
play
that
out
the
exactly the same
forces
each
could be
time.
here
Yeah.
in less than a week.
Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different. I'm not even sure this is a true blight. There are plenty of Darkspawn on the field, but alas, we've seen no sign of an archdemon.
Disappointed, Your Majesty?
I'd hoped for a war like in the Tales. A king riding
He's
with the
so
fabled
dead.
Grey Wardens against a
you're
teenage
so
god.
dead. You just
Well,
raised
I
the
suppose
death
this
flag.
will
Sorry,
have to
dude.
do. I must go before Loghain sends out a search party. Farewell, Grey Wardens.
I still don't understand why the Japanese call them flags.
What the king said is true. They've won several battles against the Darkspawn here.
It might be a thing on semaphore, like, just, you know, this flag is up, that means this is what's going on. Like, I mean, we in America say,
don't
like,
get it.
like, whenever someone does something suspicious, like, oh, that's a red flag if I've ever seen one.
That's newer. That's a past 10 years kind of thing. I've never adapted into saying that. The only time I've really heard people say that is in relationships.
Yeah, like, I
And
went...
that's because there was an actual campaign against things like domestic violence that used that terminology. I never really cared about that terminology. You've probably never heard me say many sentences
No.
with that in it.
No.
That is something you have had to intentionally hear and then have influence you and copy over the past 10 years to say that in this country.
True. Despite the victory so far, the Darkspawn horde grows
See, like,
larger with each
it looks
passing
like
day.
the
By now, we
animation
look
is
to
really
outnumbers.
choppy right here.
I know there is an
I think
And it
the
looks good.
FPS goes
I
down
cannot
whenever
ask
you get
the king
into a
to act
dialogue
solely on my feeling.
because they're probably rendered at a specific rate. Probably like plummeting down to 30.
Wait for reinforcements. We sent a call out west to the Grey Wardens of Orlais, but it will be many days before they
I
can
feel
join
like
us.
it would be really
Our
hard to take
numbers
my
in Ferelden
character
are too
seriously
few.
when he is
We must do
always
what we
fucking
can and
fuming.
look to turn Loghain to make up the difference. To that end, we should proceed with the joining ritual without delay.
Joining ritual?
It's how you become a Grey
Group must
Warden.
go through a secret ritual we
Right,
call
to
the
infect
joining
me.
in order to become a Grey Warden. The ritual is brief, but some preparation is required. We must begin soon.
There's like literally an entire chalice of darkspawn blood, and you just have to fucking
chug it.
Basically.
You will learn all in good time. Until then, you must trust that it is an ordeal.
Did you know that chug
I'm
isn't
sorry
the
that you
grammatically
must endure
correct
another
word?
so soon.
What would it be?
Guzzle. That is the word
No,
in the
there
dictionary.
are 2 other recruits
Chug
here already.
is
They've
written
been
in
waiting
as
for us
slang.
to arrive. Feel free to explore the camp here as you wish.
You mean steal?
All I ask is that you do not leave it for the time being.
Leave.
There is another Grey Warden in the camp by the name of Alistair. When you're ready, seek him out and tell him it's time to summon the other recruits. Until then, I have business I must attend to. You may find me at the Grey Warden tent on the other side of this bridge, should you need to.
That's not a tent.
Well, you made it out of the tutorial. Welcome to the prologue. That took 3 hours.
Jesus Christ.
Almost 3 hours. More like maybe like 2 hours and 40 minutes.
Seriously though, why am I constantly farting?
The Tower of Ishal is off limits. The men stationed inside are securing it now. I think they used it once to watch for wilders coming out of the forest. By orders of Tairn Loghain. The tower is being secured by... I'm told they discovered some lower chambers, and they don't know how far down they go, so for now, everyone's to stay out. I didn't see anything like that when I was there, but who knows? Goes back to the time of the Tevinter Imperium. Dwarven make. That's probably why it's still standing.
So I will say one thing, and that is that the plot of every Dragon Age game, like the subtle, vague, like idea behind every single plot, is the exact same thing.
Which would be...
You'll find out if you keep playing.
Not gonna lie, I actually tried to jump off this right now.
You saw that fucking flag popping down there? No? You didn't see it? Look. You see?
Look at that static animation. Yummy.
Hail, you must be the Grey Warden recruit that Duncan brought. This place hasn't seen such bustle in centuries, I'll wager. Need a hand getting anywhere?
Look at those
Try
textures
heading
behind him.
north. I think you were sent with a message to the mages. Not far. Most of your fellas are in the
I want to
valley
know the
beyond,
artist who made
but the
this. Like,
recruits
yeah,
seem
this is
to
a
be
good
staying
fucking
up here
texture,
now.
dude. Oh.
I mean, we're looking at PS3 era here.
Used to be a fort. You were just on the eastern side of the
Fuck,
line.
dude.
The Tower of Ishal is there. but
It reminds me of
Tairn
those
Loghain
backgrounds they
closed it off
put
until
in,
the
like,
battle.
middle school photos
This
in the
side is
background.
the King's camp. We've got the Grey Wardens here, the Circle of Magi, the Chantry. You can't swing a dead cat without hitting somebody important.
Who goes around swinging dead cats?
Probably in his tent. He and the king likes to spend time with his soldiers, though. Sometimes even
He's
without
gay.
bodyguard. Drives 10. Quartermaster. He's just a bit to the northwest. A few mages, yes. They're to the north of here, bunched up with a herd of Templars glaring at them. This is for... The king has his kennels on the west side of camp. Stinks from all... These aren't cute puppies, though. Some of those dogs bite the darkspawn and get too much of that blood in them. It's like
Oh,
poison.
poor puppers.
Slow, painful death.
You can recruit a dog
Go
in
on,
this
then.
game.
A dog.
Yeah, an actual war dog. And keep it in your party for the rest of the game.
It's dog meat.
Greetings. King Kaelan is not in his tent right now? I suppose I do, but it wouldn't be prudent to discuss the king's business with you. I believe he's with the Grey Wardens in camp, drinking. He holds them in high regard, you know. As you wish. You approach the tent of Tairn Loghain. State your business. How can you not know of Loghain? He helped free Ferelden. He was the brains behind King Maric. King Maric rewarded him by making him a Tairn.
What's
Can you
Tairn?
imagine? A commoner became a high nobleman just like that. Without
Literally just
Loghain, you can
a
bet
very
the
important...
king wouldn't
It's,
be
it's,
winning against
it's
his
the same
foes.
thing as like making someone a duke. Congrats, you're a duke. You're a count.
He's inside, but I don't think it's my place to discuss his activities. I suppose, as long as we talk quietly. He and the king have been arguing for
No,
days.
these are my
The
soldiers.
Tairn's known the king since he was swaddled, so they don't stand on ceremony. The Tairn's... Personally, I think the king should do what Tairn Loghain tells him. Without the Tairn, we wouldn't be doing as well here as we are. Don't be absurd. He can't give an audience to everyone who walks up here, you know. Very well.
You don't feel like just lying about some shit?
Hail to you.
You did it in the Mage's Tower. You literally had a staff on your back that you stole, and then had the audacity to say, I didn't steal anything. Literally, like, stealing someone's shirt and saying, I didn't take this.
Did you steal my Kit Kat?
I already had this.
As is in my mouth. No?
You there, elf. What's your name?
It's Pick, sir.
Go tell Turn Logain that the war party's ready to begin scouting. We'll send word if we find anything amiss.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
I have a message. I have a message. I have a message. I have a message.
You approach the tent of Turn Logain. State your business.
That's not how that works. You can't just beat the dude there in a background conversation and deliver his message for him.
Hello? I'm sorry. Is there something you needed? You want to talk to me? I'm not in trouble, am I? Then what is... Oh, wait. Are you the one I'm supposed to give Sir Garland's sword to? Because I think the smith's done with it. I'm sorry, but I don't know who that is. I'm here with the... Alright.
Well, fucking takes off.
This isn't good. I'd hate to waste such a promising member of the breed. Are you the new warden? I could use some help. This is a Mabari, smart breed and strong. His owner died in the last battle, and the poor hound swallowed darkspawn blood. I have medicine that might help, but I need him muzzled first. Go in the pen and let him smell you. We'll know right away if he'll respond. Let's hope this works. I'd really hate to have to put him down.
I feel like this is the one you end up recruiting. I feel like if you don't save this one, then you don't get a dog. So, yeah, keep that in mind. If you kill him, you might not get a dog.
Well done. Now I can treat the dog properly, poor fella. Come to think of it, are you heading into the wilds anytime soon? There's a particular herb I could use to improve the dog's chances.
Yeah, this is definitely the one you ended up with.
If you happen across it, I could use it.
Oh, just stupid side quest. I can skip it. Kills a companion at the start of the game. That's basically how this works. And no, you don't get it at the end of doing this quest line. You get it later.
It grows in dead wood that collects at the edge of ground pools. Should be plenty this time of year. Good.
Now where's these woods?
You'll go into them later.
Okay, it's right here though.
Basically.
What do we have here? I don't believe we've met, but I've certainly heard a lot about your talent. My name is Wynne, and I congratulate you on your harrowing, marvelous work. The Fade is a dangerous place. I thought the same.
I think she ends up in your party for a bit.
So, a Grey Warden, fighting alongside the King. Not too shabby for someone just out of apprenticeship. Good. Mages have always been pivotal in the fight against the Darkspawn. Perhaps you'll be the one to... Stragglers, yes. Not the vast horde, the scouts. I wonder, how much do you know of the connection between Darkspawn and the Fade?
Nothing at all.
I know the Fade is where you go and you dream. My roommate told me.
They do not live there, nor would any sane mage trespass as deeply into that realm as the Black City, which lies at its heart. Some say the Black City was once the city.
Why's it gotta be black?
But when the mages from the Tevinter Imperium found a way into the city, it was tainted with their sin. That taint transformed those men, turning them into twisted reflections of their own
Or the
heart.
Darkspawn are black.
And the Maker cast them back to the earth, where they became the first Darkspawn.
That's where they stick the dogs
At
on
least
them.
That's what the Chant of Light says.
Are the Grey Wardens cops?
It may be allegory, meant to teach us that our own evil causes human suffering. Or it may be true. It is as good an explanation.
The Grey Wardens in this game are made to be such a big deal, and like, you maybe see like one or a couple Grey Wardens in the other games, and they're not a big deal, like, at all. I think in 2 you can get one in your party, but nowhere does him being a Grey Warden have anything to do with anything in the game. In the other games, the Grey Wardens just seem like a weird, like, whoa! You just hit a button.
I didn't
I
though.
think. Are you sure you didn't slightly press down on that?
I'm very certain because
even a slight press down. Remember, these keys are extra sensitive.
Yeah. I'm very certain. My palm was rested here. There's no.
I have accidentally held down keys on this without noticing it, like 2 months after getting it. So I'm pretty sure you just pressed something without realizing it.
Carrying a suit of chain. Oh, well, I'd like to know where she went. Oh, pardon my manners. My troubles are no concern of yours, I'm sure.
If you're an elf and you talk to this guy, he talks to you like you're a slave.
Really?
Yeah. He just talks to you like you're a slave. Like, what do you mean? Why the fuck are you talking back to me? Why aren't you doing this task I gave you? And then when you're like, actually, I'm not a slave, he's like, oh, you're not? Yeah, you all look alike.
Hello again. Is there something you need? Some supply?
Let me see your other goods.
Whips out his dick.
It's not what I had in mind.
That's what I did.
I think you can get a castle in one of these DLCs.
A castle?
Yeah. It may not be this game, but it may be this game. I think it's this game. Look how much money you could sell that for. Don't sell it.
No.
Even if you are not going to use it, someone else can.
Yes. And its stats are...
It does slightly trigger me how you've already fucked up your attributes, though. But hey, so long as you can get through the game, you're good. But I'm sure, for example, Pilgrim watching this will be triggered. So triggered. You put like half your points into strength as a mage. Now we're officially like 3 hours in. And you're still at the beginning
of the prologue.
Well, you're not what I thought you'd be.
How does that feel?
The name's Davith. It's about bloody
I'm
time you
not
came
surprised.
along. I was beginning to think they cooked this ritual up just for
RPGs are
our benefit.
notoriously long, no matter which one you play. I know it's CRPG, but just RPGs in general.
CRPGs are notoriously the longest.
Send us into the wilds. Cannibals. It's all too secretive for me. I guess we'll have to
Inquisition,
wait and
though,
see. Like
is pretty much just as long as this game, by the way.
I've got nowhere else to go.
Dragon Age 2 is shorter.
Anyway, I expect it's time to get back
because
to...
it was rushed. Because EA was like, no, it's fine. It's fine. You can release it. Just go ahead. What could go wrong? Got so much flack. Worst selling Dragon Age in
May
history.
you find favor in the Maker's eyes. So let it be.
You need to convince them. We've got to run. The Grey Wardens will die.
I apologize, Warden. He's been like this ever since they found... Aside from his wounds, we're not sure.
You can feel it, can't you? They'll come out of that forest and spread.
That's quite...
They were...
What do you need? You haven't brought more instructions from the town. Like, if you're not from the town, what do you want? We're busy. We aren't. We're Ash Warriors. Our training has been passed down since Lathias the Dwarf Son first harnessed the battle rage of the dwarves. We harness the rage inside us, nurture it.
The Berserkers.
Draw it out so we cannot fall in battle until... It is a dwarven discipline, but we've adapted. That is our way. I trust my hound with my life. A trained Mabari hound is as dangerous as any sword. To scout the wild, the hunt will be good if my hound survives the blood.
There's like a sword clashing sound effect that you occasionally hear in the background, and the best part is, I recognize it because it plays also in Puzzle Pirate. That's coming up. You are hitting the Windows key.
Jesus.
If the Windows Start menu comes up, you're hitting the Windows key.
Yeah.
That is you. That is not
Jesus.
the computer.
That is very sensitive.
Yes. This is not a full press keyboard. If you're going to rest your hand over keys, you're probably going to lean your hand on the keys.
Look carefully, man. This wretched thing is a darkspawn. They're strong and cunning and smart, but don't listen to those old wives' tales. They can be
Looks
killed.
like a tiny
Stick them with your sword
fucking
enough, and they
goblin
go
in
down.
armor.
Their blood is black as sin and poisonous. Don't even touch it. You get tainted with that blood.
Don't touch it. Standing on him. You could have told me sooner. Pull.
Tell this man if he does not shoot me, I will kill him. I don't remember the Japanese words.
We're getting reports of things we've never even heard of. Our short friend here, for instance, is something called a genlock. They're pretty common in the Horde.
but we've seen others much larger. We don't know where these new Darkspawn are coming from, or what they can do. All I can say is to use caution. There aren't any we've seen that won't die once they bleed enough.
This is supposed to be the battle that sends these Darkspawn back underground. Can you believe that?
I don't know what to believe. We've won every battle.
You ever see like a printed out script of every line of dialogue in a game before for a game? It's ridiculous. Like a movie script will probably be like this, right? Usually an actor will have a packet like this. That's like 1 day's worth of voice acting. Fucking this entire room would be filled with paper for just a normal game of all of the script of the dialogue. And then when it comes to like RPGs, that is an inordinate amount of paper required. And you said I don't have to go to the wilds like right now. Actually, let's test it, see if I can even go there. I found some gloves.
I don't think you should be able to go there just yet.
I found some gloves a second ago. It says fatigue 1.25%. What does that mean?
That should hurt like your regeneration of stuff probably, or slow you down. It's because it's out of your armor class. You shouldn't be wearing it to begin with.
I can't let you through to the Korkari wilds and take Hail. Sorry, like I said. Sorry.
It has begun. Or I'll get the switch.
You need a better lock picking thing. Eventually you get rogues, it becomes easier, but for example, that right there, you will probably never open that chest.
Wait, I can never come back here?
No. Like I said, tutorial, prologue, just assume you'll never be able to go back to those places.
Okay. What is it now? Haven't Grey Wardens asked more than enough of the Circle?
I simply came to deliver a message from the revered mother, Sir Mage. She desires your presence.
Oh boy.
What her reverence desires is of no concern to me. I am busy helping the Grey Wardens, by the King's orders, I might add.
Should I have asked her to write a note?
Tell her I will not be harassed in this manner.
Yes, I was harassing you by delivering a message.
Your glibness does you no credit.
Here I thought we were getting along so well. I was even going to name one of my children after you. The Grumpy One.
What if I was actually entertaining the idea of naming one of our children Alistair?
If I must. Get out of my way, fool.
That would have been so easy to meme.
One good thing about the light is how it brings people to
Next time you see Pilgrim, just ask him to list a bunch of Alistair quotes. I guarantee you the first one is going to be, "Swooping is bad."
It's like a party. We could all stand in a circle and hold hands. That would give the Darkspawn something to think about. Wait, we haven't met, have we? I don't suppose you happen to be another mage. And that makes you Duncan's new recruit, I suppose. Glad to meet you.
I think if you're not a mage, he goes, "Whew, thank God."
You when you prepare for the joining. Honestly, nothing. Try not to worry about it. It will just distract you. So I'm curious. Have you ever actually encountered dark? When I fought my first one, I wasn't prepared for how monstrous it was. Anyhow, whenever you're ready, let's get back to Duncan. I imagine he's eager to get things started. With the mage, the Circle is here at the King's request, and the Chantry doesn't like that one bit. They just love letting mages know how unwelcome they are, which puts me in a bit of an awkward position. I was once a Templar. Not that that's all Templars do, but yes, the Chantry raised me until Duncan recruited me 6 months ago. I'm sure the revered mother meant it as an insult, sending me as her messenger, and the mage picked right up on that. I never would have agreed to deliver it, but Duncan says we're all to cooperate and get along.
Seriously, it only happens when I hit escape.
Davith and Sir Jory are here in the camp. Have you met them? Right, that cut purse Duncan conscripted. Not sure. Keep an eye out, maybe we'll see the other one, or I can track him down later. If you have any questions, let me...
Party members' tactics. I don't wanna.